Hello friends, I hope everybody is doing well. Today's detail is going to be a little different. At the time of the taping, it is Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. And because everybody's coming back from a long weekend and trying to recover, it's pretty slow for me. So I thought, you know what, now is the perfect time to get to those things that we'd all talked about, especially in my family. My daughters, especially my middle one, wanted me to restore their headlights. And so I put the canopy up and told the girls to have their vehicles here at particular times, and we got some headlights done. This first vehicle is a 2013 Chevy Tahoe, and it actually belongs to my daughter and her fiance. And the headlights on this are not bad. In fact, if you're going to have a headlight restoration, when they're hazy, like his headlights are, a little hazy, that's when you should have them restored. So he was the first one under the canopy, and I got in there and got her started. So I can see it now. People are in a huge panic because I did not tape off his headlights. Well, this vehicle is made very different. There's like a rubber seal around there, and it kind of protects the headlight. It's really strange. And so anyway, I was able to access the headlights without a problem. And the compound would not have hurt the vehicle anyway. But I know a lot of people are probably in a panic over that one. So on this restoration, I was actually not taking off all of the clear coat. I actually wanted to clear up that top coat. It was just a little bit hazy, and the surface was very rough from rock chips and things like that. When I got started, I used some bug and tar remover, and I used a little scratch pad, I guess is what it's called. It's like a sponge actually. And I just got all the bugs off of there. And I only used 1,500 grit that was actually ground down and has been used quite a bit. So it's probably more like 2,000 sandpaper, and I wet sanded, and then I came back with the buffer and some compound and polished them out. They were really smooth and really nice and clear by the time I was done. So after the headlights were done, I went ahead, instead of recoating, I just went ahead and put a good foundational layer of turtle wax ceramic spray coating on them, and they turned out really nice. Check them out. Okay, so we got my future son-in-law's vehicle done, and now here is my middle daughter's vehicle. This is a 2004 Chevy Silverado. It's a lifted pickup truck, and the headlights obviously are showing their age. So, because it's an older vehicle, I wanted to make sure I protected it, and I didn't have the freedom on this vehicle that I did on the other vehicles. So, went ahead and started taping things off. And of course, you can see me laughing because it was a family day. We had all the family over and we just did some headlights. Well, I did, and they sat there and watched me. But anyway, I got in there, and the 1000 grit sanding block, I used it first. And that clear coat came right off. I didn't have to do a whole lot of scrubbing at all. You could tell that it had quite a bit of age. So my daughter points out this scratch and says, don't worry about it. Her boyfriend smacked some bushes or something, and it caused some scratches on the headlight and on the side of the pickup. So, but my thought was it would come out, or it would be diminished greatly once I was done. So I wanted to make sure I pointed that out on the video, and you'll see it does go away quite a bit. You know, I'm certainly learning how to work my way around that buffer. Obviously, it was too big for this actual vehicle, and luckily, the products I was using would not have hurt anything that it touched. It was a matter of me being able to control it. But anyway, looky here, it did really good. You will see me hand polishing the edges because obviously the buffer wasn't going to get into certain places, but they actually turned out much better than I expected. Now we're going to move to the side of the vehicle where the scratches are from the boyfriend getting into those sticks and those bushes. And my thought was maybe we can lighten them up. Maybe we could bring them down a little bit so they're not as out there. So she asked me a question about, is there a way for me to get oxidation off or maybe clear it up? And I said, well, that's what this machine is for, basically. So my thought was, let's just give it a try. We had a little bit of time, so I put some compound on there, and I just used a basic microfiber pad bonnet on the buffer, and we went at it. And it turns out I don't think it was oxidation. I believe that somebody repainted it and didn't clear coat it or something. Now, I didn't burn through it, but it didn't clear up a whole lot. It did some, but not a whole lot. So after the first run, we thought, let's give it a second try. Let's see if we can clear it up, because half of it was cleared up, but the other half didn't. So I put a little bit more compound on there and went at it again just to see if we could get some more of it off, and it really didn't, but it did pick it up and give it a little bit of shine, and it turned out pretty good, especially for being an old pickup truck. So I added a little bit of my ceramic spray wax onto the headlights, and they look great. And then we're going to move the next vehicle in. Here she asked me if that stuff was going to be bad for her shiny plastic right there, that fake chrome. And I told her, I showed her on the bottle that it was safe on all of these surfaces, and she was like, cool. So now we're going to move to my oldest daughter's pickup. This is a 2008 Dodge Ram, and it definitely needed some help on the driver's side headlight. And here is where you will see that some damage cannot be reversed and some damage cannot be fixed, especially when that damage is on the inside. And unfortunately, on a majority of these headlights, you can get them apart, but getting them put back together properly is a bigger challenge in a lot of cases. I have looked at some videos and I'm thinking, yep, they're just gonna have to be. So I went at it and thought, well, the best we can do is at least make a difference. And so that was my goal. My oldest daughter is the mother of my only granddaughter, and at the taping of this video, it was one day before my granddaughter's 5th birthday. So I want to say, happy birthday, Bristol. I love you. And there you have it. The last pickup is done. I enjoyed having my daughters over. It was kind of fun. And it was kind of a little bit of work too, but you know, we had a good time. We got the one headlight cleared up a little bit, but the damage was just irreversible. So here's some before and afters, and thanks to my kids for allowing me to get some more experience in this and hanging out with me. If you'll take a minute to like and comment and subscribe, I would love to have you, or we would love to have you, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.